Hi, it's Ed. I hope you're having a good day today. Gotta say, Dialogue, I miss that you're live on air cue. It distracts people that are used to that. Anyway, so return on investment, people. They say 15%. I looked that up and it's kind of 15% annually on your investment. That's in business. 15% annually. Wow. I thought it would be a little higher than that, to ensure a good return. I would think that you would target for more than 15%. I'm sure most people should. However, business ROI is not the kind of ROI, return on investment, that I want to talk about. I want to talk about return on investment on people, with people. How much do you invest with people? And how much return on that investment in people do you actually expect to get back? This is where we have to really look at ourselves, and we have to identify what we are doing. Return on investment. Is it going to be for business or for people? And that's what we kind of have to really determine when we are being helpers of people, people helping people. I've thought of this a lot. And when we have these issues of return on investment, we have to really consider what we are doing when we step up in the first place. So, what are we after? Are we after a return on investment monetarily, or are we after a return on investment as we see people flourish and grow in their selves? That's kind of the return on investment that I look for when I invest in people. I don't care about the money. The money is there or it's not. But those people that I reach out and touch and I involve myself with, return on investment means everything to me, and it has nothing to do with money. So this is important when we look and we think about return on investment. Are we doing this for monetary return? When you invest, is it going to be monetary? So when we look at this and we start our journey into helping people, what are we really doing? Are we trying to help ourselves by prospering in a business format, or are we going to use a business format to help people prosper? And that's the avenue of approach I'm looking at. I don't care about return on investment on money, because everything I need is always given to me. I have a meal, I have a place to sleep, I have clothing, I have a beautiful wife that loves me. And really, that's all I really need. So when I invest a lot of time. I invest as much money as I can, but I really invest that in ways that I see that will give me the return on investment that I'm looking for. And that's other people. Where are people at, and can we help them get out of situations? If we put, let's say, framework around that, and you're trying to help people to make them conform, maybe that's not going to bring you the return you're looking for, because people can only conform if they want to. If they're pressured to, well, there's always going to be a resentment to that. So how we approach people, how we invest in people, and the time it takes for return on investment, that's a big key. Are you expecting immediate return on investment when you deal with people? You're going to always fall short if that's the case. Once in a while, you're going to bingo it. Oh, bingo, I got the big one. But most of the time, you're going to have to plant the seed, nourish the seed, and watch it grow. And then you'll see the return on investment that you're seeking. Unless you're seeking that monetary, and then you're going to play the cards a little different. So when we look at return on investment, what are we investing for? Is it for people or is it for profit? And there's a difference, a big difference. People matter. Profit, well, yeah, as long as you've got what you need. What do you need more for? You can't take it with you. And every generation is responsible for building that character within themselves. So, yeah, it's nice to leave your kids an inheritance, but do they deserve it? Did they build it? Really consider and think what we are doing and what mentality we are building in society. Just in these little things that we do, the placeholders that we put on our lives, the measuring points. Consider what you're doing. Are you chasing the buck? Or are you chasing the right thing? Money is nice, but what are you going to do with it? That's the whole point. There's people starving out there. There's people without homes. There's people broken. And I've witnessed throughout time. I remember when I was younger and I had an addiction problem, I reached out for help to these people that say they are supposed to be helpers. Well, I reached out and I really wanted help to get off of this stuff that I found hard to get off of. And I'm talking dope. It doesn't matter what type. I was on it. So when we actually think about this, I reached out, and what was told to me, they wanted $4,000 up front to get me into a rehabilitation center. Well, it was cheaper to go the other way, so of course that's the direction most people run, as I did myself. So this is what I'm talking about, investing in people. You say you're going to help people, but yet you're expecting monetary gain out of it. That's not helping people. That's a business prospect. So to say, yeah, I'm going to invest in a person and then expect monetary gain, that's the wrong type of attitude. So when we're talking return on investment, if we're actually wanting a profit, well, that's all right. You are noting that in yourself. I'm doing this for profit. But when we're looking for return on investment on people, we should not expect a monetary gain out of it. People helping people, that's not about monetary gain. That's about the people that you're helping. How are they doing? Are they prospering? Are they struggling? How can we help them? If these people are addicted, why should we charge them $4,000 that they don't have to get them into a recovery program? That's ridiculous. That's not a good return on investment attitude. You know, it's cheaper for people to go on the street and find these nickel dime bags of, petty dope and just get happy again and forget about what they were actually thinking about when they reached out for the help in the first place. Return on investment. Are you looking to make a buck off people? Or what? You know, people helping people. When I help people, I may give several bucks out, but I give a lot of time. I do different things, but I don't expect anything back. Because when I look back at those people that I've helped, if I can look back, now that's another thing, but when I look back on the people that I've helped and I see that it has changed them, it's brought them out of whatever they were in, or it's touched them in a way that I see investment return, that's what matters to me. You know, investment, it's a good thing. But myself, when I come into people helping people, I don't care how many bucks I spend. I don't care how many hours I spend. I don't care what I have to do to get a return on my investment. Because when I go into this, I'm looking, this person I want to help. I see this person needs help. So I don't make judgment on what the person is, how the person is, how the person lives, how he smells, how he looks. I see, okay, he honestly is trying, he wants help, he asked for help. Yeah, I'm going to help him. I don't care what it takes, because from experience, I know what kind of rough road that road out of disparity is. You get knocked down several times. And if you don't have somebody that can bring you back up, it can sure hurt. So when we invest in people, we should not expect a monetary return. You know, people should not be about a business. Don't make people a business. And that's where all of these nonprofits, they're messing up. You know, it's all about administrative cost first and then helping the people. There's something wrong with that. First of all, if you cannot do it, don't do it. And sometimes that's hard to determine. You know, I've given more than I should have quite often, but I don't worry about that because I know somehow I'm going to get what I need. I'm fed. I'm probably a little overweight, you know, so I'm not worried about food. I have love around me. I'm warm. I have things that I cherish, like the beauty of these trees out here, a bright, beautiful sky, birds, squirrels, deer, my animals. None of my happiness has to do with money. And that's where the world is really messing up. They're falling short and they're putting everything about money so we can ride on jet skis. Well, there's a lot of things that people blow money on that really it's a 15-20 minute ride and bam, it's gone forever. And you spent 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 on a moment when those funds could have helped quite a few other places. And as we get older and we see that we don't need as much, it's easier to see that waste. So, and we all grow at our own rate. So we have to really prioritize where we want return on our investment. And as soon as we can place it in the proper order, the world will get into a better situation. So business return on investment, that should be about goods and products and, things tangible, not things of a personal nature. People's lives, people's opinions, views, attitudes, homes, worlds, hurts. People should never be about money. People should be about love, living to its fullest. And, we all grow at our own rate. That's the point. So, really, we have to evaluate and understand what return on investment is and what priority we place on return on investment. All right. Until Sunday, I'll talk to you later. Ed, Free Circle, out.